Painkiller already, episode 387. Anthony Cumia is coming in about 45 minutes-ish. So if you're here for him, I don't know, scroll ahead or something. But for now, it's just...
Wait. We've got good stuff.
Please.
Yeah, so Wings has been playing Rainbow... He has a limited friend group. A limited group of people who will play video games with him at this point. And he likes Rainbow Six, which is a team game. It's pretty important that you have a team. I don't know a ton about it, but it seems to me that there are no people who just go into that game and just play it by themselves. You don't do that, especially if you're playing ranked.
Steep learning curve, it seems, too.
That too, a difficult game to play. So he's been playing with a couple of underage girls. Now I got to ask you, Woody, would you be playing video games and socializing on streams with 16 or 17-year-old girls?
No, but I don't want to throw him under the bus too hard.
No. I'm not looking for that. I want to know what Woody himself, personally as a man, would do.
As a
so I'll tell
man.
you what. Like I think
it's just a man who
change
doesn't
my
want to get in
answer.
trouble.
I think I would play with them. It's not like I'd boot them from the lobby. But these girls were talking inappropriately. They were almost all right, so here's the background. People don't know, Wings was in a stream. There were two girls. They were 17, right? So they were going on 18. And it seemed to me they almost led the inappropriate talk. Like, they were pushing it, and Wings didn't push back. He just joined in, right? They'd say he had a small penis, and he'd say, that's not true. Ask the chat. Everybody knows what I'm packing, right? That's not how I respond to a 17-year-old girl, right? What he should have said is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is there a bad guy in the kitchen? You know, someone work shield or whatever, you know, stick to the topic. This is not what you do with underage girls.
I absolutely would not play with any underage girls on my team. I play with little Mitty, and he's fucking borderline. I tell him every day, a hole is a hole. You could be a victim just like anyone else.
Mitty's a cutie. I understand your temptation.
He's a little fella.
So Kyle, you're playing
I have no idea
Rainbow
what he's
Six. You're playing Rainbow Six or whatever the game is, and you get your full team, and there's a 14-year-old boy, an 18-year-old boy, a 17-year-old girl, a 16-year-old girl, and like another 18-year-old guy. You're saying, all right, 14-year-old boy, you can stay. Girls,
No.
You're out of here.
No, well, see, that's not the case. Wings assembles his team.
Is that what happened for sure? 'Cause
Yes,
I only saw
these are his friends. He plays with this girl on a frequent basis.
See, I don't
he
have all the
knows these
backstory
girls'
here.
real names, and I have a list of the many inappropriate things that have come up between them. This guy said he was talking about his penis size. He made rape jokes, saying, "quote 3 no's means a yes," and to the 14-year-old. And then he said, "My battery is low." Someone said my battery's low, and Wings piped up and said, "That's Shay's worst nightmare." Shay is an underage girl. Of course, he's referring to Shay's dildo, perhaps being low on batteries, and how that would be a
These
bad
don't
thing.
seem like Rainbow Six call-outs.
The two girls are having a bit of an argument between them, perhaps. And Wings says, "Uh-oh, chick on chick action." Later on, he said, let's see, all girls think they're going to be pricey until they get hooked on crack cocaine.
I do remember that. She was saying she was going to be a high-end escort.
She was saying that. She's, the girl's talking about literally being a prostitute with Wings, this underage girl. And I think one of the girls said something about someone having a 2-inch dick or something, and then it kind of flipped over to maybe Wings has a 2-inch dick, and he says, "You wish Jordy had 2 inches, son. One thing you don't know about Jordy, since you didn't follow me on YouTube, well, you need to ask the chat."
So,
And this one
Okay,
in
this
the
isn't
chat
what I
that
imagined
Cheese just
you were
put
discussing.
is actually my favorite one. Y'all might make fun of my 5XL t-shirts, but that's just more gas tank for the love machine. That's a good line, Wings. I like it personally. I wish it wasn't said to a 17-year-old girl, but otherwise, it gets my stamp of approval.
all right, this is a little bit different than the scenario I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like, all right, I got my lobby open, jump in and play, and then we're going to start playing. But this seems to have taken a bit of a turn. Now, tell me how long did this
underage
go
girls,
on?
and he goes.
Say that
He's
again,
like-
Kyle?
He assembles his squad that happens to have 2 underage girls in it, and he goes like it's not like randoms are joining the lobby. He's like, all right, invite girl number 1, invite girl number 2. All right, got both underage girls in here. Now, who else can I get in my party? Look, I don't think Wings is a pedophile. First of all, being attracted to a 17 or a 16-year-old does not constitute pedophilia. We've went down that road before, and we've defined what a pedophile is, and it's it's little kids, it's sexually immature people. And while we haven't seen these young ladies, I don't. I
It
made a
sounded
joke
like
earlier.
women to me.
I said I don't think Wings cares about. Never mind. I don't think this is pedophilia though, and I think Wings was just caught in a bad spot. But he needs to be more careful about what he says, because like later in the night he said another dumb thing, right? He comes back. He rage quits the stream, right? He says, "Oh, I got to get off and delete this VOD real quick before someone downloads it and starts making fun of me." Of course, they're recording it live, so it was already being uploaded by the time he figured that out. So then he comes back online and he says, "All right, boys, we're going into the lion's den." And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? At this point, Chiz and I were watching Ice Poseidon build a house in his backyard, so we were like, we gotta switch over to Wings. He's going to the lion's den, whatever
Gotta
that
see
means.
that. Yeah, it's
All
gonna
right,
be
what's the lion's den?
Sean Ranklin's Discord. He goes into Sean Ranklin's Discord just unannounced, boop, pops in there, and he discovers a lot of the people that he thought were his friends are in there. And not only that, like one of the guys even calls out a guy. He's like, "You remember Predator? Remember that kid Predator? He donated to you. He modded for you. He loved you." Wings like, "Yeah, he's in here now. He's just muted." like Wings is trying to like tangle with this mob.
Is sad. So anyway, on the Wings thing, like I didn't see him do anything truly evil, but it gets painted as truly evil. And I just wanted to throw that. He's not actually a pedo, but he did have borderline inappropriate conversations with the 17-year-old girl.
He told the 17-year-old girl, "Come to my house. Drive slowly so that you're 18 by the time you get here."
That seems reasonable to me.
That's
Yeah. That's a sound strategy.
I mean, how many times have you said that to a girl, Taylor?
well, never.
Ah, shit.
But I'm not a
Bad
jokey
example,
kind
I
of guy.
suppose.
Oh, and Wings, if you catch this,
We love
don't
you.
reply to the pedo stuff. I really think that this can blow over, and they'll go back to Richards and asking you how much you weigh if you just let it go. I
First of all, you guys should let it go, because, like, look, it's funny. It's funny to joke around about, but some of you are like, "No, you're a pedophile." He's not a pedophile. What this instance, this whole scenario is highlighting is how socially inept the man is. Mock that.
and starved.
But don't try to paint him as a pedophile, because that is a very serious charge. And I don't co-sign it. He's definitely not a pedophile. He doesn't like underage girls. I mean, he likes them. He plays video games with them, but he doesn't want to fuck them, at least not until they turn 18.
I think that, to me, you said it highlights how socially inept he is. I think it highlights how starved he is for female attention. So much so that he'd rather get it over Xbox Live from someone he shouldn't than not get it at all.
What's he getting the most flack for of all that right now?
The
Probably,
pedophile
I think
stuff. They're calling him a pedophile. They ran him off stream today. He hopped on, played a little God of War, rage quit within 15 minutes.
He played God of War?
He turned God of War on. He played for 15 minutes. They
You
were calling
fucks!
him a pedophile.
Don't break your toy! We all want to see him play God of War.
He uninstalled that bitch before.
No!
He was like, that was $60 wasted. Apparently, this is what he said. He was like, "If I can't beat a game on its hardest difficulty, then I'm not worthy of that game."
But then he could just practice at it and get better.
That's what the comments said. They were like, "Just practice offline." He's like, "Nope.
I've rather seen him play God of War than get teased.
Well, he quit mostly because he was failing at it again. He had forgotten what the buttons did, and it just went to complete shit. But yeah, don't call him a pedo. He's not a pedo. So people might get the wrong idea. Make fun of him for whatever you want, but not a lie. You know what I mean? Like don't make things up about him, because then you sully your own good name. You should really be pointing out things that he's actually done or said or been about, not some sort of like.
But you'll run out of material there quickly, Kyle.
Never will you run out of material there. Never. He'll give you a whole new batch every week. So just don't call him a pedo. That's not cool. He's not a pedo.
And
Well,
it's an insult that, like, he's worried that it will have real life ramifications. I don't think it will. But if you do it too much, like, maybe it will. Let's not try it out. Let's not try it out, because he's not actually a pedo. Don't mess with it.
No,
are you
no, I
thinking
don't
that's
think
going to
anybody
backfire,
actually-
Kyle? Is that why you're smiling?
I think when you say things like that, it's like when you're like, ask Mr. Medical, you're like, so you're like hacker proof, right?
yeah.
Like every hacker in the world's ears perked up, like, oh, is he? You're like sicking the dogs on him when you say stuff like that.
Well, that wasn't my intention. He's a real person. Stick to the truth. I'm trying to get a good view of Ice because I want to see the eyebrows. Not quite back yet, is it?
No. Those take a while.
It's going to be a hot second. I don't think your eyebrows grow quickly. Mine do.
Oh,
but
yeah. Taylor has a superpower. It's like Wolverine eyebrows.
I just just puff out. Yeah. Oh well, Mr. Anthony is ready. Hey, what's up, Anthony?
Hello there.
Uh-oh. Are we coming in for you?
Of course, I can't hear anything.
those glasses.
Oh, you hear me? Good.
Yeah.
Those of you not on video are missing out.
How was
my
bingo?
Wacky, it was working for everything else.
I
Why
love
would
that
it
he
work
can't
for-
hear you while you're busting balls.
Everything sucks.
Oh, that's okay. This is a new look.
Yeah, it's fuck. I can't plug in my stupid.
So you still can't hear us?
No, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you now, but it's just like hearing you on coming out of my laptop over here.
Well,
That's
you're
not bad.
coming in fine for us, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, well, screw these then.
All right.
I
So
think it might be funnier if you can't hear us. We got tons of material.
I know, right?
Put the glasses back on.
I know. It really is like Uncle Junior from Mrs. Meadows.
Oh my God, those are some junior glasses from the Sopranos. So what's new with you? It's been a hot second. I know you had since we had you on last. Artie wasn't even a part of the show, and that, my understanding, is really blown up Compound Media in a pretty big way, which is great.
Well, the funny thing is, in between the last time I spoke to you guys and right now, Artie has come and gone. so that's that's the news. We had Artie for about 8-9 months, I guess, and now Artie has to take care of Artie.
Yes.
I knew it was gonna blow up into the guy. He's got his issues. It's no secret the guy's had problems with drugs for years. So at this point now, we have to. He's in the hospital, so we have to just the idea of him. He needs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for like a year at least to take care of this. So we're in a position where he can't every day at 4 p.m. take 2 hours out of living his life and surviving.
What's his
to
drug
do
of
the show.
choice?
Heroin and cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the old.
Those are very good ones, I'm told.
Yeah.
All right, so Taylor, you just linked that image there of Artie's nose. Now, it's fair to keep in mind that he did get punched in that nose, and that is at least 30% of why it looks like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got punched that night in the nose, but I think he got punched because it was already a good target, like a bullseye.
We had Titus on the show a little while ago, and Titus had his own sitcom. And if I remember right, executive producer wanted him to cheat on his wife in the sitcom, and he talked down to her in a real negative way, like she was 3 years old, and laid out all the reasons it wouldn't work. He calls it his $30 million mistake. Do you feel like you have a multi-million-dollar mistake? Like if you just not made a couple of tweets, alternative life?
I think maybe my life would have been on a kind of different, maybe a parallel highway or something, because at this point, honestly, I'd have been fired 5 more fucking times.
I mean, you've gone through, 5 Twitter accounts since then?
Yeah, with each Twitter account, it would have been another job.
Marianne,
Scarlett Johansson has, I've seen her naked multiple times. She got fucking perfect titties, big old ass, beautiful face, and she's the Black Widow. Like, that's a lethal
Look,
combination.
I recognize I'm in the minority here, but I think Kristen Stewart is way hotter. She's just tight everywhere. That chick is in shape.
If
I bet-
you
Yeah,
like-
like a young supple boy.
Yeah, if you like young boys, that's.
Now you're all being judgy. That's
It's 2018, guys.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, oh man, leave a comment. Who is hotter between Scarlett Johansson and the Twilight gal, Stewart? Because I'm anticipating a torrent.
Yeah,
of Scarlett Johansson.
look, I recognize.
Yeah, here's the pick. Here's the one that really gets Woody going. Yeah, look at Kristen Stewart there. Oh, so fit.
This is a terrible picture,
with her
but I'll
head
show
shaved and that ball cap on backwards. She looks like she's about to go hang out with the boys.
I can't format her very well to show everyone this picture. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, that is not her best picture. But
Have you seen her titties? She's got like an A cup and an A.5 cup. Oh, here's a close.
no, but you have me curious now. Nothing wrong with A cups. A cups are the new D's, baby. Like I forget.
What does that even mean?
It was some porn star talking about it. It might have been Stormy Daniels. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but she
God.
was like, I had these implants done. Oh, it was a YouTuber who was a porn star. Anyway, and she's like, now all the porn stars have little A cups. I wish I had little A cups. That's what she was saying. That's just kind of the direction that boobs have gone.
I disagree. Everyone else would. No one likes those big fake nasty titties that are looking in different directions like a retarded person. But I think everyone
terrible.
likes a medium to large size natural titty, And there are many kinds of titties, of course. I like our torpedo tits, for example. They're
Torpedo
very much
tits.
straight.
Oh, you've talked about
torpedo
this
tits.
before
I've
multiple times.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
torpedo tits.
But those are natural and they're both pointing in the right direction. You don't want, that what the fuck is that guy's name? With you don't want like the Forrest Whitaker nipples. One's looking in the other direction.
He's got a lazy eye tit.
Bill Cosby eyeball. Yeah.
Oh man, he looks terrible.
Oh,
we were talking
Forrest
about him
Whitaker?
recently. Like he I think we were saying he's got the eyes of like a 19-year-old Labrador, like totally milky white. Like his cataracts are
Yeah.
awful. He doesn't even want to see the world to see all the grimaces.
His eyes look like when you go to a store to buy fish, and you're like, yeah, not that one. It's not. It can't. It's just that film over the eye.
Scaled over.
Yeah.
He's been in the tank too long, boys. Let's.
I can't get any pictures of his eyes. He's wearing glasses now.
I
That's
would
fine.
too. He should wear some dark glasses.
Yeah. No shit.
He's getting what's coming to him. Like.
Did he
and-
do something?
Yeah, he raped 50 women.
Did you just make
No,
that up?
Woody's talking about.
I can't count quite
he's-
well.
Woody's still talking about Forrest Whitaker.
No. Forrest Whitaker's cool. He's a great fucking actor. He won an Oscar. Fucking when he's that African.
Thank you,
dictator.
Taylor. I was still talking about Forrest Whitaker. I was trying to show pictures of his eyes to
Fast
the
Times at
audience,
Ridgemont High.
and I.
Yeah. Now imagine those are titties. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
You wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
But yes, to get back to Kyle's point, Bill Cosby did rape many a gal.
50 women.
He's like, he's been declared like ruled guilty now, right?
The bicentennial rapist.
Yeah, he just lost his case recently, and I don't think
Yeah.
they're finished sentencing yet. He's
You know,
claiming that he's blind.
His lawyer was falling asleep in the court proceedings the day before he was sentenced. Someone sent me he's like fucking nodding off. Like that guy's getting paid well too. If he's Cosby's lawyer, he's got that pudding money. He's still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cosby. I don't think he's going to see jail though or prison.
Well, he won't see it, but he's going.
I think there's going to be a partnership thing. It's a moderate shot. He wound up marrying the one woman that plays Mrs. Huxtable years ago, and their groomsman is Bill Cosby and OJ.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Bill Cosby and OJ are standing right beside him as he's ready to get married. If you can't pick two worst fucking people.
Is Ahmad
that's
Rashad the dead
over
dude? Is he
two.
the one that died? The ESPN dude? Who am I mixing him up with? UNC grad?
I don't think so.
No?
Ahmad Rashad.
Wow, that's hilarious. That photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says he was is a sportscaster. and
Yeah, but
former
imagine
player.
that. Every one of your wedding photos, that's either a murderer or a rapist.
Yes.
Have
I
you
can't
seen
look back on
the
the clock.
Have you seen the OJ interview where he's like speaking in the third person about Well, and then there was blood everywhere and stuff. And they're like, but the other person saw the blood. Yeah, he saw it, not me.
Yeah. There was so much blood all over. It was just shocking how much blood. It's like, OJ, wake up. You're confessing to murder.
He got so big for his britches with all that shit. Writing a book, if I did it, this is how I would have. I doubt Cosby's releasing that. Well, I did do it, and here's my tales of the rape. Like, no, he wouldn't. That's serious balls to murder someone and have or allegedly murder someone and have so many people believe it and then write a book detailing your strat.
He knows, right, that we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he must, right?
Is OJ out of jail now? Or is he?
OJ?
Yeah.
Oh, the juice is loose, baby. He's in Vegas right now.
He's out in Vegas, tearing it up, having fun at night. He's taking pictures with blondes, and he's back out. He's OJ.
What kind of daddy issues must they have if they're hooking up with fucking OJ Simpson?
No shit. That's here's what OJ really needs to worry about. The day OJ really needs to watch his back every second of the day. A Fred Goldman cancer diagnosis.
Oh shit!
Like if Fred Goldman ever hears that he's got a terminal disease, OJ better watch his ass, because that's when he's gonna sneak up behind him and blow his head off.
OJ's fucking lining that putt up on the fucking golf course, and hey, who's that? Is that Fred Goldman?
That look like Fred Goldman.
That look like Fred Goldman over there. What's he got that gun for? Oh shit! And I'm so surprised. Hobbling away on those bad knees.
I'm so surprised over the course of the years, Fred Goldman hasn't tried in some way to have OJ eliminated. Yeah.
He may have had something to do with that whole setup job that sent OJ to fucking jail, right? Like that. And if that had happened to anyone else, we'd have been like, this is a fucking conspiracy to take down a rich, wealthy black man, right?
It was a harsh sentence for stealing your own shit back. Court TV.
Mm-hmm.
No one watched Court TV, and then all of a sudden you didn't not watch Court TV, and it's turned into something else, and now people are a little more legal savvy, I guess. I don't know. Some people, unless you're in a car and you get pulled over and think you're a car window lawyer.
I'm a sovereign American.
Am I being detained? Those are the worst people.
Am I being detained? Are you detaining me? Why have you pulled me over? And then he says why, and why have you pulled me over?
I'm a sovereign citizen under maritime law. Yeah.
Under maritime law, under sea law. This is my ship.
This vessel. It's a Toyota Corolla, sir.
I am a sovereign citizen of maritime.
That's a real thing. He had lost it. I've never had that temptation. Like, there are people who were like, I got so mad, I started calling everyone the N-bomb. I was frustrated. I was angry. Like, some YouTube streamers do it sometimes, or Twitch streamers. They just blow up in the wrong way. What do you got, Kyle?
What about when those African-American gentlemen pressed the wrong buttons on the elevator and made you take the long ride with them? You weren't thinking a few N-bombs?
That's not what happened. What they actually... So, I had swim practice, and I was really exhausted, right? And a level of exhaustion after a workout that
on the swim team?
Most people have honest, and most people have never experienced. Anyway, I took the elevator to get to my floor, and they wouldn't let me off at my floor. They blocked the door and they told me I wasn't allowed off because they...
What?
Yeah, they didn't want to wait the time it would take, I guess, to walk through doors. So they blocked me and just started hammering the closed door button so that process would go faster. That's what happened. It was kind of bullying based on race.
Certainly.
You weren't thinking a few N-bombs?
I might have been. Actually, I talked about this before. If there was
honest and think, you might think them every so often if something goes awry.
And I don't know if it was literally N-bombs, but and I've talked about this on the show. Like in high school, no racism in the slightest, right? In college, there were enough misbehaved black people that the pattern recognition starts kicking in, And I was, I would have frustrations. I told you before, I've told the story before, at the arcade, they would like dominate the jukebox. We used to go to the arcade, I'd play Street Fighter and play pool or whatever, and I liked it there. And if you so much as like put on a song that they didn't like, then they'd be like, who the fuck put this on? It's like, I thought we all liked AC/DC, right? Like, it's cool, right? But no, apparently not. It had to be, I want to say Tupac. That sounds racist, but that's like what it would be, what they were listening to at the time. And so it was just like race-based bullying that I felt frequently. And if there was
the elevator the worst of those incidents?
It was the most direct. It was the most like, standing chest to chest, blocking my way kind of thing. There were a million, like, I don't know, taking more than their allocated amount of space on the sidewalk as you go by kind of thing. Like what? I have to go to the fucking grass? Like, I'm a person. And, but yeah, I don't know. That's the whole story. Nothing really ever super happened, but I just felt every so often outnumbered and bullied because I'm white.
And you look like a slave owner. You look like your ancestors, definitely.
Never flown Spirit, but I guess I probably won't now. Although, like United, they did that shitty thing to the doctor guy.
Again,
but I'll still fly United because
it.
it's like, if they come to me and go, hey, you did buy that, but we double sold it, you're going to have to get off. I'm not going to be like, harumph. No, I'm not getting. It's like, no, I have no choice. They're not going to take off with me on this
They're going to give you a fucking voucher.
I would have asked about, like, I don't think I would have accepted the first no, right? Because I don't. They'd have been like, all right, Woody, we sold you this ticket. We've seated you. Now you're here. You're buckled in. You have to go. The other guy's going to have this seat. I'm going to be like, why him? Like, what makes him better than me? Like, why if you've oversold this seat and two of us have the same seat, and I'm already here, like, why do I have to get up and give him my seat? I would have tried to get something. I don't think I'd just be.
Oh, they're going to give him a voucher.
You gotta
more than
get
the ticket.
something.
But he was like, oh no, got to get back home, pull some teeth. Like, just get on the fucking plane. He's the one missing the teeth.
People don't seem to understand
I wonder what
that an aircraft is the furthest thing from a democracy you will ever find. It is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
The pilot is the Führer, and everyone else that works on the plane are his minion and cronies.
That's the fucking SS.
And that's it. And if he says you go, there's no fair. There's no why me. There's no conversation. The pilot says go. That is the closest thing to maritime law. That's what we were talking about before. The captain is the head muckety muck, and you must obey him, period.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but I don't like it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it, but like, what do you,
the game attack. Enjoy your bus trip.
hop on a Greyhound.
That's an interesting game. I'm trying to get
It's a very
Chiz into it.
aesthetically pleasing game. Like, all the units are so cool. I can't imagine what it looks like on your setup.
It looks really good. Chiz refuses to play. He says he's too competitive and that he knows that if he gets into it, he will devote far, far too much time into it. So I'm left playing randoms on the internet. When he left. Couldn't take it.
So competitive, he had to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the. I bet Chiz would like that game.
Yeah, I know he would. He thought it was like a battle simulator where you just like picked an army and then turned them loose and then watched it go. But it's real time. Oh, you were trolling me. Well, you're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You let me
Kyle,
go
in
on
good
for
faith,
like
trying
10
to
minutes
answer the
describing it? You let me go on forever. Like, no, here's how it works. You start out with a set amount of gold. No, it's not funny.
It kind of is now.
What are you gonna do, Kyle, if when you die, turns out all that shit with Jesus was real, and like you show up in hell? Like, are you gonna like try and make a deal with the devil to send you back or something? You're gonna just immediately walk in and be like, "This is what I do."
Yeah, well, if I could make a deal with the devil, I certainly would, right? You know, like if you could do some sort of thing like Spawn, and come back and
Is it like Spawn, Lucifer? It's nothing like Spawn.
shit. My favorite Marvel character. Yeah, I would. I think I would attempt to get a Spawn deal, right? Come back as a superhero or villain. Either way, I'd do his bidding. Whatever he needed me to do, right? Like if God sends me to hell, then I'm Team Devil at that point. Like, he's given up on me. The devil sees some worth in me, right? Is this or like some sort of weird rape box or something like that, for all eternity? I'll definitely come back and do some evil.
Yeah. The devil can't read your mind the way God and Jesus can.
It's true. I read that.
So you're going to have to, like, I'm pretty sure we can get, Woody's mom to clarify on that. But it sounds right to me. Like, you'd have to show up in hell, like, already brown-nosing your ass off. Like, oh, thank God I'm here. I was worried I was going to end up with that asshole God. I mean, am I right? Man, why would he kick you out? You're a great-looking dude. You're awesome. Man, I'm so psyched to be here. What are we starting on first?
The morning star himself! Lucifer! Like, yeah, you better. Beelzebub! Oh, I've been looking forward. Can we get a selfie? Do you have phones here? No?
We only have Sprint. No!
T-Mobile! This is hell. It's not my fault. I wasn't given the gift of faith. And really, I hold Jesus responsible. He could have done anything, just something, to prove his existence sometime in my entire life. Thus far.
Yeah, that's not what faith is.
Yeah, you need to. You can't ask for evidence if it's faith. But there have been times where, like, I'll walk into my, kitchen late at night, like in college, like after drinking, and I'll be like, oh, if there's like just one more slice of pizza in there, I'll believe in God. And then it is there, and it's like, nah. You're gonna have to do more than that for me. I wouldn't have put the box back if there was no pizza in there. God, you've been foiled. This was me not eating it all, not you.
That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah. But yeah, this is way different than Marvel, because the Marvel's all made up by people just trying to make money. This is Christianity.
Oh, touche.
Completely different.
I'll be way happier about that than if it's like Jesus or Allah, because I don't think I'm going to be able to talk around Jesus or Allah. They seem pretty headstrong. And like, oh, you didn't follow the rules, you're not coming in.
I think it's Yahweh that you have to be aware of. Jesus, he'd let some shit slide, right?
Jesus would be the good cop to Yahweh's bad cop.
Absolutely, yeah. Jesus is like, come on, Dad, he didn't mean it. He did a whole show about it. He's got just listen to this bit.
Yeah.
No,
that was a joke. No. I appeared to you thrice as Rufus, and you rebuked me each time. It's like you had a hammer in your hand. I'm a carpenter.
You were black.
Yes. Oh man, that'd be even more shocking. You show up and Jesus is black. You're like, oh, I'm going to what? What? You're black? Like, hell yeah. It's like,
PKA 387.